going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I got a chance to have some fun on Eric's bike last night. Essentially, it was a test ride, a vlog, and I got to do some racing. I got to test it out against Juan's BMW, which is the other one that I set up. They're both pretty much equally modded, except Juan's bike has carbon wheels. This, however, does have ceramic bearings in it, though, to kind of equalize that a little bit. But these are the HP wheels, as you can see, so they're much closer in weight to the carbon wheels than the standard BMW wheels. So anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time talking. Let's get right into last night's footage.
Alright, so I'm currently on Eric's BMW, and I'm headed over to All Stars to meet up with Jerry and Juan, and I'm going to test it out against Juan's BMW. His bike is no longer stuck in rain mode. So just to go over real quick what we did with Eric's bike this round, we didn't do the subframe simply because we couldn't source a tail. We were going to try and use the factory tail with the subframe. It supports everything except the cowl. And Limburger or Imburger, however the hell you say that name, they're the only good fitting tails and good fitting carbon pieces out there. And they said that they discontinued it due to fitment issues. So if we come across a used one at some point, then I can go ahead and do that. But for now, we skipped out on the subframe. So talking about what we did do this round, the most obvious would be the exhaust. We switched over from an Acra stainless exhaust to an Acra titanium exhaust, converted his front rotor to a full floating rotor, added some Bonamici rear sets, added some ceramic bearings to the HP wheels since he couldn't afford to go the carbon route right now, and the HP wheel is a pretty light solid wheel. And we did the clutch mod and the Brock's clutch springs. And I think that's all we did to it this round. It wasn't a whole lot, but just sort of some max effort stuff. We were going to polish the transmission. However, I didn't realize till after I got the bike that this isn't a cassette style transmission like some of the newer JDM bikes. So you have to split the cases to get the transmission out. Kind of blows, but that's a lot of work to just polish the transmission. So if for whatever reason he wants me to pull this motor, or he wants to do motor work or something along those lines, that's when we would opt to polish the transmission. So for now, that didn't get done either. So I'd say we got about 5 pounds total out of this bike this time around. Other than that, it makes the same power as it did before. And there are the bikes. Get the lights out of this lady's eyes.
So Doc Brown and Mr. McFly just showed up. Downside to having something like this, though, is you can't go anywhere without getting this. Probably should have asked this guy if I could just record his car. That's wild. That is absolutely wild. This is the part of the video where I cue a classic 80s Back to the Future song. Curious, did you buy it like this, or did you do this conversion?
The owner's inside sitting at the bar. I kind of fix it and store it and drive it. He owns it.
That's wild.
What's that? Yeah.
That is wild. Everything.
So everything that's actually done on the back and in the car is all screen accurate. It's all been done and made properly. It's not like phony parts or anything.
Yeah.
Screen used, but it was made to the screen used vehicle.
It's good childhood memories right here. Flux capacitor. This is the only last time I saw something like this was Orlando. Universal.
Alright, here we are. Juan, Yeti, Eric's BMW. Just filled up with some Pump 93. Juan's cheating over here with some MR12. We're going to see which one of these is faster. Get you and your shiny shoes. I never liked the 15-16 lower fairing. I don't like that tailpiece. How it extends past the frame.
You like it or you don't like it?
I don't like that. I like yours. They went back to that one for 17. So second gear rolls, you said?
Huh?
Second gear rolls?
Second gear, yeah.
That's fine. Some nice easy races.
Not a professional yet.
That's fine. That means I don't really have to do any riding, so I'm content with that. All right, let's go do this.
Roads, well,
Alright, here we go. Right there, so I fell back early. I stopped this pull, and I don't know, I might have been able to creep a little bit up top, but we were running out of road fast, so here we go. Third one and tiebreaker. Alright, so we got the runs in. Yeah, I don't know where I was at the end, or where you were at, I should say, but I mean, you said you did what, 201? 201. He hit 201 on the dash. I don't know what that translates to GPS, but it's probably not quite 200, but if I had to guess, the BMW is usually pretty close. So I'd say mid to high 190s real speed. So I kept pulling up top. And by this, that's a Mexico road, by the way. For anybody watching this, that was not illegal in any way. It was closed off road. If you noticed, there was nobody on that road but us.
Now I just wanted to see how fast I can pump.
I'm glad you stayed in it. I'm glad you stayed in it.
Could have stayed in it. But it was just going, so once it hit 199, it hit 2. And literally when I let go, it said 201, and I just let it go.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yes.
Well, I'm sure the fanny pack caught some of it.
Oh, it caught everything.
I was like, damn, I wish I had. That's all I can smell is your bike. What is that bike on? That one smells too.
No, well, this bike has had MR12 in it before Eric brought it to me the first time. It hasn't had MR12 in it since.
Smells way different than the other.
Oh, his is what MR12 currently in the tank smells like. That's what MR12 smells like once upon a time. Yeah, no, so I'm going to be racing Sunny on that bike. Eric's a good amount lighter than me now, so it'll be very interesting to see how I do against him.
I want you to race Sunny with mine. I just want to see.
See? Wants me to race Sunny with his. Everybody wants me to race their bikes. I need to lose 30 pounds, and then people will really want me to race their bikes. More coming soon. Alright guys, there you have it. Juan's bike on Bren's dyno on MR12 made 188, which is what the 17 and 18 bike makes on his dyno on pump gas. So to me, that makes sense, because they should make about the same power. My body position was probably a little bit better for the higher gears, so I was able to pull away and keep on going at that point. In the earlier gears though, he gives me a run. But I mean, I don't know how much more proof I have for people when I say that the 15 and newer BMW is superior to the 10 to 14 bike. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, because that should have been proof right there. I've ridden them all. I've gotten to play with them all. The 15 bikes just run harder. But overall, it was a great night. Got to do some racing. Got to see the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So overall, real good night. But alright guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.